Hey guys, how's it going? So this is going to be my spoiler-filled review of Episode 9, The Mandalorian. Now that the season's over, it's gonna be sweet that I can actually talk about it. I thought they would somehow merge or use some of the Mandalorian in the new one, but didn't work out that way. I liked it. There's already a lot of reviews that are hating it, but I really had a good time with it.
Appreciate it.
Alright, my bad. Yeah, so didn't
nice work out there, kid.
in a huge way.
Just tell me that this visit wasn't for nothing.
I found the
And well, it did, obviously, in the whole
An advanced civilization of force wielders who mysteriously vanished. No
trilogies, but didn't really connect them in a way I thought they would or could.
Before they disappeared, the Zeppo journey.
Where I think I'm most disappointed in that.
Cordova had a wiki friend named Tarful. Maybe we can find him.
Sheik, look, things are really
So like
bad.
though, I mean,
The Empire's muscling in.
wasn't perfect, obviously, nothing is.
Better get ready for a fight.
It's hard to get something
I think this lifestyle suits you.
truly
Skywalker seems to be
genius
confident.
like you did with Lucas
So,
out of
how are you holding up?
I mean, with the Force?
Yeah,
just some random
I know you said
directors.
it must be overwhelming.
Haven't gotten.
I think JJ did a great job.
Rather not talk about it.
Yeah,
It really felt like Star Wars, much like Force Awakens.
more than you realize.
Why'd you choose to
The
stop
only
using
thing
Force?
with Force Awakens was the whole plot, and it seems like this whole sequel,
And our
they just
clone troops turned against us.
kind of used the whole plot all over again.
We didn't last long. Imperial Patrol was
While
about to set
JJ
up
and
locations, so
Ryan made it
I tried to lure them away.
seem like they did, and it still had huge beats from
High with the young man.
previous versions of the movies, which,
Taught me. And they tortured me.
so like,
I wanted to know about the others and how many were left.
right off the bat, I'm gonna
To know about.
just lay out my my list now that I've seen all of them
It was a
and
prison.
thought about it for a few days.
I saw my opportunity and I took it.
Definitely gonna go with episode 3,
They almost broke me. And I
episode
was
6,
sane as I was.
5,
Your Padawan. Did think she survived?
No.
1, 2,
But that's why we can't.
4.
We can't let the sacrifice of those closest to us be for nothing.
9. Or 9 before 4, sorry. 9. 4. 7, 8. That's
Time to go?
my list
Not sitting around like this.
of favorite to least favorite.
Kashyyyk. Okay.
Yeah, I was really hoping to watch it a second time before I made this video, but
Watching all your friends get gunned down.
we'll get to it in the next couple of days.
What?
Yeah, it was, felt like an adventure,
It was
you know,
difficult. But you must cope, not forget.
new story.
You must remember the mistakes of the
Well, they
past.
stole snippets from Return,
Again.
Sounds like you're not too sure.
which is my
I'm not. That's why
second favorite, so I didn't mind it.
whether it's a course of action or an idea. We all
Well, Force Awakens gets, like, I like the story and new characters. Obviously didn't like him
Time to land.
killing off Han, but, you know, him as an actor, I knew he just didn't want to play that role. He wanted it out, so that was fine, but I don't think they needed to kill Luke. Their decision, like, a lot of blame's put on Ryan, but there's higher ups that okayed that script or movie to begin with, so now that they, retcon some of it and try to make fun of some of it, dismiss it, but
Yeah, now you're thinking, let's get out of here.
it's still canon, it's made. As flawed as it is. Some like it. Like its originality and but I just found it boring. Just a boring space chase that just really broke physics. Like, not just the holdo maneuver, but the fact that it's in space and they have hyperdrive. They just jump in front of the ships. No more space chase. It's done and it's over with. I felt that after watching episode 9. It's can finally move on and wasn't something that, I didn't like. Sure, and that's the thing, it's like, maybe after this, it still seems like Filoni never saw that before that was put out. Someone that's probably gonna be the closest to Lucas. And you see that with season finale Mandalorian is amazing.
Tell me we're not.
Obviously the best episode of the whole season.
I've rigged the Mantis' transponder to transmit Imperial
And
signals.
yeah, I think as soon as I saw the Scout Troopers talking,
Just like Brakka.
making jokes and
I don't need another set of
gonna
hands.
shoot
Please
that,
keep your eye on the
Shh.
scanner.
All right.
show off their aiming prowess. I knew Watiki was the director, I loved it.
I don't see
Loved
anything.
every single second of that.
You're preoccupied with something on the ground. We're
You
clear.
know, these guys get it. It just sucks now we gotta wait a year for more of that, but yeah, I'm stoked for the Clone Wars. It's gonna be sweet. It'll fill in a lot of gaps. Give us a new perspective look at things.
That doesn't look good.
The Empire is devouring Kashyyyk for its natural resources.
Whatever the secret is, secret project that's rumored.
Misplaced.
And yeah, we won't see another movie for a couple of years. People kind of cool down and. Star Wars fan,
Guerrilla fighters.
I'd rather have stuff than not have stuff.
Walkers approaching their
No
position.
matter
Tarful could be with him.
what people think, I just, yeah.
Like deep in the ground, like we're gonna be.
So I'm stoked for the new content, and yeah,
Any
even
other options? And they'll die without our help.
watching Mandalorian gives me great hope that the franchise is in great hands. Just to get a,
Scrap walkers on Braca.
yeah, it's gonna be big. It's
Get a load of the kid.
truly is amazing. It's like a movie.
Captain, get us.
Scene like it's almost an hour long.
Listen, those walkers double as troop transport, so once you
Feels-
get inside, be careful.
No fear.
Definitely movie quality.
Hey,
Looks amazing.
stay alive down there.
IG-11 just
I'll add it to
You know.
the plan.
takes the whole show and makes it. It's sad to see him go. Hopefully somehow, some way he comes back, because he was amazing as IG-11. That was probably the best. After episode 1 was amazing. Just love how he functions. It turns around. Pretty much indestructible unless you shoot him point blank in the face.
You ready to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with most of the people that criticize that definitely spend some time retconning episode 8. Which could have been spent on, exploring how the Emperor managed to come back. Because he did say he died. I do believe his body died on the Death Star, and it would have to been taken out immediately because it exploded. So maybe his essence got transferred into something near where his body was, and his acolytes, someone took him, got away. And did have contingency plans, so it's definitely hooked up to the machine. His eyes were no longer functional.
I'll be more careful.
So,
I got this. Let's climb to the top.
I'm trying. Oh, off the vine. Sorry.
Now, how do we get on top?
This guy's on. Oh, look at that water. Water looks amazing. Yeah, this game looks
Okay,
retardedly amazing. Yes, oh wait. Yeah, I mean... Oh. Yeah, and the ending, yeah, it was a little cop-out. That somehow... But it also made sense. I mean, like, his body was decrepit. Barely held on by whatever machines I was running them, so... Take much to actually... So hard to see that lightning would... He's creating it. He's been the master of lightning that would actually harm it. It's done with. It's... Oh, they just wanted to get it done so they can move on with their own story. Which is fair. They paid a lot of money for it. They've given us, you know, plenty of content where definitely wouldn't have got that if Lucas was in charge. He would have, you know, probably finished off the sequel. Would have, you know, no doubt would have been better than what we have, but no, probably wouldn't have got the Mandalorian.
Almost there. Guess we keep going.
That's for a new age. Definitely. So it has to be, you know, a little bit similar to the source material, not quite as...
We gotta get on top of this thing.
Not quite as much as 7 is, which I think they realized. It was too damn close. Why it's so low on my list, because 4 was always low on my list. Why not to be the slowest and at least, you know, lightsaber action. While the new ones are, it's not, you know, it's a new story, but just didn't really use potential. And like the Ron Johnson's handed a pretty good, like, basically handed a layup, but he wanted to just do his own thing. And the thing is, though, he wanted to make his own thing, which is fine. Not when you're making a part 8 of a saga that's beloved. And just go off on your own and just do stuff that breaks the lore and the canon and physics. And like the main character, he's been the hero of everyone, like always been hopeful. Like, this is what people don't just could like never relate to episode 8 Luke, is because he's always hopeful. Like, he tried to save his dad, who's the most evil person in the galaxy other than the Emperor. To, like, even think he wanted... even would have thought of trying to kill Ben is ludicrous. To the point that he'd run away and be a hermit. Even more ridiculous. And then, you know, given the opportunity to run and go with Rey, could have done that and kind of had the same effect, but I get it. As much as people hate it, he did have an arc. So I'll give it, like, he did have an arc in 8. You know, he's a grumpy old man that gave up, and then, you know, like, hopeful, heroic, like we know him to be. It sucks it took his life. And obviously, you know, or you may say that must, because that's another thing, like, so many ships showed up in the final fight. Out of nowhere, where no one would come. Maybe the legends spread. Luke. But like Luke said himself, he was wrong. You know, see what it is. It's canon now.
There's no pulse. Your turn to
But
report
yeah,
fatalities. This is L97240 reporting in. We've got confirmed casualties.
why I liked it so much is because of the hectic pace. I don't like slow stuff. You know. Why it got a bit of a low mark is because of lightsabers fights. That's in the space battles. It's always about what drew me to it. It definitely felt like Star Wars and into the sequels. It just had some potential. Like, it needed Anakin as a Force Ghost, and even has been suggested by others as other Force Ghosts that were speaking through her. And that would have made the ending epic. Would have been super epic.
Did you see that too? It's the Jedi! Moving to engage. Not liking this.
That's like Luke and 5 flailing. Put this in a bit.
Oh look, he's scared.
Oh man, stands there.
Gotcha. We got this.
Yeah,
Jedi down.
and he replayed. Yeah, like, that's why they just need like a fan, a super fan. That's not a shill, but just loves Star Wars for Star Wars. A true fan, like, not like, I'm not a shill. I didn't, you know, like 8. Like many people, and right off the start, never did. Just felt it was just stuff really wrong with it. I accepted it. It's not my property, it's theirs. Not Lucas doing it anymore, it's...
Enemy here. I can't fight anymore.
It's Disney.
He's too scared.
I don't know, really like the type to boycott for no reason, no matter what.
No retreating. Stay on him.
I didn't include Rogue One in that just because it's the legacy, or
We all learned
Still
a little
bad.
today.
or what you call it, trilogy. Not, I don't know. What do you call a 9-episode? Minology, whatever it is. Whereas I think they failed is they just try to jam in the old characters and the old plot to get the old fans aboard. Well, I think they should just have that separate. And I think it would have been fine. Just had to get there by failing, and they failed. Everyone fails. It's how they come back, and they come back pretty strong. Mandalorian, but of course, it's Filoni at the helm. He needs to be the helm of everything. Or at least some sort of involvement at certain junctions without the process. Like, he has to see the script and has to make like sense to him. Like, if he would have seen it, he probably wouldn't have agreed with him on it and any of the choices that were in the movie. It seems like every single movie has, they just let a fan, they're just too worried about it being leaked.
Move up. Hang on. Get after him. Focus on the guard. Oh, he's shaking.
Smoke. Like how and luckily it was at the end
Someone else take him down.
Force Awakens, but
Don't let
why is it about Rey instead of Chewie?
He won't be getting back up.
If a true Star Wars fan said that, they would have just brought that up. It could have easily been fixed. Like the whole, like it, obviously, I don't know, it did made, like it has to be handled like Marvel is, where Kevin Feige type personnel handles the whole thing down the line, where they just kind of ran with it. JJ was gonna do one, and someone else another, and Colin Trevorrow or the third one. They should have been fine if it all had different directors, but like one story done by one person, and that followed, where gave too much freedom to the directors, where they have to write it as well, had to fit a certain formula, had to include original characters, but slowly had to go for whatever reason. Sadly, with Carrie Fisher passing on, obviously they had plans probably using her, but
Someone else get up here. Stay back. Just stay back.
didn't work out. You know, it happens. Yeah, the whole... Yeah, I wish I was really hoping they'd dwell a bit more on where the Force Ghosts come from, and that would have been an integral part if they started with that. You know, that would have made the ending so much more emotional if everyone saw it. At least a few of them. Like, he knew that Anakin could manifest himself. And what the others are. Yeah, I'm sure they'll do other stuff, but you know, for the conclusion, you need to, you know, I think if for when he saw that, I would have, you know, put in at least Anakin. I heard maybe they cut it out. Who knows? That could be true. It sucks because tied all together. I mean, it was all about Anakin. Like, I definitely heard him. You know, balance the Force as I did once.
Yes, sir. Got one. Bet they didn't see that coming.
Run to tie in like the Clone Wars, I would have just had to really show him and, you know, Yoda too. Yoda knows and Luke knew. Leia knew. And yeah, it would have been awesome to see Ahsoka in movies briefly, but so they'll definitely, well, now we know she's dead at some point, and Ezra too, but I guess we'll see some of that in the new Clone Wars.
My family came here on vacation once. Before the Empire? Yeah. Weird to be back like this. Huh?
Well, it actually worked. Okay, throttle.
Yeah, it wasn't grim.
You're in violation of Imperial
Shut that guy up.
207. Stand down or we will...
Let's do this. So those are the blasters.
Let's head up and go. Can't. Legs.
That's out of the way.
That's 3.
Whoops.
Sound.
Hey!
Oh,
Who are you?
Someone who just brought an AT-AT to the table. Who are you?
Someone making the Empire angry. We're advancing on an imp landing pad up ahead. With my fire support.
Copy that.
no, it's over. It's done with.
Let's make them even angrier.
Felt. No, I feel happy that it's over. It's done with. all the speculations. People say Palpatine was a later last minute addition. I had a feeling, you know, Snoke was a puppet being controlled. Super strong at first. But it makes sense now. Palpatine controlling him. Yeah, it's a little vague too how that was done, whether it was a being or it was just like a straight up being controlled. Just like a puppet. What are controlled by
Got to protect the gorilla
Palpatine.
Just keep coming.
That's what that like. First Order might have fought the old Emperor's new fleet. That's the name of the competition or something. Really explain whether the First Order was honest. It was all controlled by Palpatine then. It was controlling First Order then when Palpatine had to been on the same side as the First Orders. Who's shooting at?
It's headed for us. Can you do anything? Hold on! Brace yourself, BD!
It was super close to being like loving that movie. Okay. Compared to 8, I definitely love more than anything. I hated 8. But and it's not that it's...
You alright?
It's just like the disappointment of how cool would have been handed us that, the story.
Got a name?
Cal Kestis?
Saw Gerrera. What are you doing?
That's what you come up with.
Looking for somebody. What are you doing here?
My companions and I came to Kashyyyk to disrupt Imperial supply lines.
Yeah, it's saying any true fan that it's devoted like is that guy just got the job because he's a director of sorts and directed some movies. But like any true hardcore fan,
He's a freedom fighter?
you know, read the books, has seen the movies hundreds of times.
Striking at the Empire from the Shadowlands.
See her?
Would he just come up with a better story than we got an 8 and, you know, probably 9 too.
Jedi are dead.
That's because they jam the stories together. I think if they would've just made a trilogy just with the new characters,
This pad supports an Imperial
and then somehow just made like
slave labor. Intel suggests that some of the captives there are guerrilla fighters.
I should help them.
or been a Star Wars story and just finish kind of the arc of the
Oh, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. The Manus works wonders. I mean, it's a great ship, excellent pilot.
Skywalker's
It is
truly
not
that
built for close support.
got
We'll
rushed
stay
and
here and
not
monitor and
planned, and
transmissions. With a bit of luck, we'll intercept any distress calls.
Appreciate it. My lieutenants and I will scout ahead to prepare the attack. Join us when you're ready.
definitely learned from that.
Go.
Definitely hurt them though.
Glad you're all right.
Yeah, good to see you too.
But yeah,
This place is a dump.
Your plan
Yeah,
worked. And now you want to follow Saul?
You don't like that idea?
I'm concerned you're jumping from one risk to the next.
Wait, what? I fly my ship in the middle of a battlefield, and now we're talking about risks?
Why didn't you stop me?
My job is to guide you on your path, not choose it for you. So here's my advice. The Empire's overtaken hundreds of worlds. There's a reason Saw chose
like I tend to
this ship.
see these
Saw's goals may not be the same as ours. We should be careful.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
why like the Clone Wars so much. The prequel so much is you gotta kind of see these from the point when you first fell in love with the franchise movies, and well, for the hardcore fans it was the original trilogy that sparked everything really. But you know, there's definitely some that, so then they took their kids, but you know, obviously people from that era grew up, took their kids to a new generation, prequels. And that's when, like, a bit of the hate started coming out. And that's because people grew up and didn't see it from perspective of, like, when they first fell in love with it. They started nitpicking this and that and the other thing. As like a logical person would. Like, what I love about Star Wars to begin with is not logical. But like every planet's inhabited. They're like 20,000 planets. So
When you want to go, let me know. I'll be right here.
yeah, the whole adventure and space and
Either you heard the
lightsabers were
Parsons.
what drew me to it.
Rumors
So
and cantinas, but not much to go on.
They call them radicals. Yeah, I heard the Empire's got bounties on their heads.
I don't know, just the prequels didn't feel like a rehash to
You
me.
worried about the bounties?
Well, I had some similarities.
War zones are bad for business.
If the rumors are even true.
Felt original to me, you know, where that's all I really wanted from these. They threw away a really good story from the books. You're fortunate enough to read those. You know what I'm talking about. It's, you know, they could have. I mean, they took a tiny bit of it. That being Ben. The name of Luke's son. Solo's had 3 kids.
Do you think the Inquisitors will find us here?
It's possible.
You better hope not. We barely made it here.
Well, we couldn't leave the Parsons and Wookiees to die.
Cal, your instincts are good, but that's not within your control. We can do our part. That's it.
It took a kind of a U-turn. I made this thing where, like, all the Jedi powers have to be in one person or two people, and all the Sith are in now in one person. Can't explain, that's, I mean, explain why Rey was so powerful, like it's kind of a cop-out, but yeah, I kinda get that they also can't want to just remake, just show another person being training video. And they show right training. Peace everyone. Are levitating. This is a little outlandish. How she got off looked like she had wires on. Just didn't look right. I get it. Don't necessarily say she did practice before. Why she's so powerful, but it hints at it. Get it? Fine. Did I always like she fought like Palpatine in 7, and I thought and she was on Jakku, which was great importance. Yeah. But the came through the books, but it's like the last stand of the Empire. It's supposed to have blown up. Emperor lured the lions there and supposed to blow the whole place up, blow everyone, take everyone down, but no one stopped that. I went to the outer rim, outer unknown space. The rest of the fleet. So.
Good luck in there.
Over here. Could be supplies inside this walker.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Phew. I'm fine. Maybe a little.
I mean,
That's not so bad.
Don't scare me like that.
you know, I like to nitpick.
Let's keep looking. There must be something useful in this.
Not what I would have done, but definitely happy with the finished product. It's not much. It's been hundreds of millions to make this. Just happy to pay my, $15 and see this spectacle, and like go in there and not be disappointed, because I was in 8. Like, It's stomach that movies because visually it's stunning. Just in 7, you know, look great. You know, new characters. You know, new story.
If anything goes wrong with this plan, we're finished.
Mari's mapped out the nearest garrisons. The Empire won't have time to send reinforcements.
Well, it's over. Like we lost some fans. We got some fans.
The other end of this trench.
You know, I have to win people's trust back, and like the Mandalorian will do it. And as long as they keep Filoni at the helm, we'll keep the fans happy. He knows what to do. Knows how. You know, he understands what Star Wars is all about.
No way
And
across.
see it in Mandalorian.
Maybe something around here can help.
Well, most of it has felt just like a TV series. This last one really felt like a movie. Huh? Physics in this game is awesome. Like, you'd have the Force Unleashed controls in this game now. The graphics. What do you want me to do? Yeah, and like the Rogue One, yeah, they really nailed that one. If I were to stick it in there, it'd definitely be up there. Solo. Be somewhere near the middle. Like that's what they need to do. It's amazing that they could pull. Rogue One was just a line in the crawl. Of, you know. Yeah. I get what they're trying. Maybe if like a true hardcore Star Wars fan saw it, probably, you know, take the CGI people out. Get that you want the story to be that, but yeah, technology's not there. Give effort for trying, but it takes you out of it. you know, get it as a, you know, someone that's read the books, you know, you just imagine things, and maybe if they used an actor that wasn't close enough, that would have been just as bad. It's hard to say. But to me, that, like, Vader seemed like he had no neck. Yeah. Good story. Did a good job in that. But yeah, just don't know how they can like someone not see these glaring things that stand out to someone that's been in this universe their whole life. I don't know. Hard to say, but yeah, just because they just wanna run, don't wanna run the risk of run the risk of it leaking. It's, we live in a internet at your fingertips society at a moment's notice. Surprised, oh yeah. Glad I didn't get into leaks, because apparently they're right on, so, but, yeah. Made on the movie, that's what it is.
Look, a workbench.
Would it have been better if Lucas made it? Probably.
Help me!
No.
Good job.
The craziest thing, like, somehow it always gets out. And there'll always be someone that just has to know it. Before the movie comes out. Craziest thing. So, like, just before Revenge of the Sith came out, you know, I was just like watching everything I could. So it was like some video or something, forum or something. It's like talking about the theory of, you know, and they wrote this theory, and some guy responded like, no, this is how it's gonna be, and it was like described the first 5 minutes of the movie. to the T. Okay. But people always know, I mean, somehow it's leaked and found to be true. And like even, you know, yeah, this, put in Diego Luna and
How much current can you conduct? Well, with this transformer, I bet you can short-circuit Imperial tech. yeah. You're only going based on all the hate you see in these videos. Always been the person. You know, go see it for yourself and make your own opinion. Make your own opinions, I mean. And yeah, I mean, you already seen that, like the audience score was high and the critic score was low, and I don't know what the critics saw in 8, but the critic score was super high and the audience score was low. And yeah, I mean, you want to make the audience happy, not the critics, so critics will always be critics. But I don't know. Oh yeah, what they saw in 8, so amazing. It's like, Rogue One was a war story, it was bleak. I love it. It was 8. It's not exciting. Whole Canto bite pause garbage and mounted to nothing. At least if it would have mounted to something, I would have given it, but end up failing. Like spend something better. Yeah, I mean, Nine definitely feels like an adventure. Adventure with our heroes. You know, everything all tied up. Just about everything. Just about right.
Let's try it.
But yeah, I mean, oh, I can't go. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, yeah, great. I kind of stopped collecting. Like, did get that one.
Gonna need help here.
The red guard. But it's like they stopped making cool stuff to
Thank you.
you know, for collector to really like, I'm like, I mean, that's probably why their toy sales are slumping. It's
Good job.
that almost got me.
Jedi, over here.
Yeah. As with 8, I don't really want to go see it again. 9, I'm definitely gonna go see it again.
What does the Empire want with tree sap?
It's I wanted to see the Mandalorian finale before I saw it.
We have to stop them.
Somehow I thought they would like connect them. But it's fine, not to make them their own.
Here you go, bud.
These refineries double as brutal prison camps. We use those cutters to create a distraction, while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside. We need their help to stop the Empire.
Understood.
Watch yourself in there.
You hear that? Said he needs my help.
Right.
Come on, buddy.
be really sweet if they like a video game. Like Sith Lords. Bye guys. I'll read the books if I make it, but I'd rather play the game. Really been savoring this game. I'm playing too much WoW. I'm pretty geared now, so. Oh, sweet. Finally. Let's go. Yeah, like I've, obviously figured they're gonna do the redemption, but then sucks up they kill them, because arguably is the favorite part about this whole new trilogy, so there goes that. I don't think he was evil as Vader, or you'd say. Use the Force. Yeah. Saber fights once again not the strongest point of the Disney movies. Better than 8 and arguably 7, so. The whole thing of what's the rise of Skywalker? Is it Ben's redemption? Is it her taking the name? The end. Obviously, makes sense that she takes that name. It's not going to be like Palpatine. Ray Palpatine. She carries it with her, so when she killed the Emperor with the lightning, I mean, it didn't really show. But did she end up, having all the stuff inside her? Because she killed him. Is that why she just got the yellow saber? Because she's got the red and say that. Like it's an end. Felt relieved. It's over. A little silly that every single ship had that super weapon and they had so many ships. It's all in the end is gonna just be useless. Would have been more epic, but so if I just put it on one ship, it would still seem like a Death Star. It still kind of did, but I don't know. I'm happy with it, and I, you know, wasn't a huge fan of 8. I mean, it's like didn't have the heart, the love, like that. If you're gonna, you know, make an homage to 5, like, wrong. You gotta make a canon-breaking thing, and then later on, be like 1 in a million, and make Akbar do it. Like like the fans would believe that he's capable, and then make it. You know? Spell it out. Be like, well, I'm gonna try this. Like 1 in a million. So you could understand. I always kind of felt like if you're gonna kill off a beloved character off screen like that, you know. Yeah, maybe it would have been the glaring flaw in that theory if they were just told pull the plan, then you wouldn't have been against it. Like, yeah, that's why you take that whole Canto Bite garbage out. But yeah, I mean, you can't go back. You just can't change things. It's out of our hands. Controlled by billion-dollar industry. Giant. Yeah, I don't see it as a, you know, end of all things, but just that, and others have said, the end of the sequel trilogy, and you know, it's been fairly dark throughout and mature. With still kind of tend to think, because you know, it was made for the kid in you, the imagination. Like, you have to understand, like, what we fell in love with. George Lucas's imagination and what it created, and you know, I mean, it would have been incredible if it somehow could have gone, you know, a bit more how the books were, or, you know. So obviously that was definitely must have been okayed by Lucas, and it continued the story on it. 30, 40 years. It was an amazing story. Got me reading, like, I thought just wants to watch movies and play video games. It's taking me out of that and get me to read. Just because I'm, so into the universe, story. I think it's really silly of them to think just because there's books, they have to throw that out. Because that's, how you make a rich story is so much background, would have been just like knowing that story. Would have been amazing, and they could have left it. They left it finished or unopened. Enemies were just that so imaginative and badass that even if you read the books, you would have loved to seen that on the theater. I think they screwed up on that sense. But they want to make their own stuff, which is fine. Yeah, I like that. Pretty close to loving it. Not a show I just like. I like new stuff. I like original stuff in it. I added snippets of sex and ties to sex. And yeah, definitely get the point about the whole MacGuffins and the whole part of that Star would have blown up, would have evaporated on an impact or entering the atmosphere. I don't know, maybe that's the adventure. Yeah, so I try to see this, as I would have when I was a kid, and trust me, if this was, to all the haters, if this was your first first experience of Star Wars, as a kid, you loved it. Much as any of the other films. That's, I think a lot of hate will come from once the fans grown up and that. The child that fell in love with it, and yeah, it's Disney now. It's not made by, you know, someone passionate with their own story. It's making that out of passion. You know, its circumstances was different. He's a young filmmaker just wanted to make a movie. And it's like, I get it. Disney's this giant machine that, you know, they have studios, and studios are designed to make movies. Lots of jobs. So, like, yeah. People hating, you know, kind of like not giving people jobs, but yeah, like, on the other hand, you don't want it being bad either, to the point, the old Batman movies where they're just coming, you know, and that's the norm, and it's super ridiculous and crazy, and just giving people jobs for the sake of an IP, but now more than ever they need content for their streaming service. Amanda will carry him. The Marvel stuff's not for a while. And I don't have all the stuff. I was hoping to see, well, the newer stuff, Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 2 and only Lion King. I don't know when all that stuff's available, but that's my take. I don't keep jabbering on, but we're gonna give it a number score. Like an 8.5. And the Mando, like a 9.5 is almost perfect. I don't know, I maybe have to give it a 10. I don't know, a 9.5, 10 is amazing. Just hate to see such a amazing character go. I just loved IG-11. Badass. He made that episode. The whole story came together, and Baby Yoda was amazing as ever. Really thought he was gonna heal the Mando. That was good. Yeah, just maybe Quite a bit more stormtroopers at the end. Just seemed like, I don't know, 10 stormtroopers. Like, just 4 of them. Could have just definitely taken those guys out. So, I mean, that's just a personal thing. Loved that episode. So, yeah, I thought, maybe, definitely my favorite episode. Say my top three were that first episode and the one with the Mandalorians at the end. Epic. I liked the beginning of, give it 6. Space one beginning, he's getting shot up. Yeah, all in all, it's great. Great series. I thought it was 10 episodes. It's at these guys. 8 is the new 10. Yeah, stoked for Clone Wars. Will Clone Wars have Ezra in it? Ezra and Ahsoka? Vader? That's like that. Well, Vader is right. How much Vader in the last season of Rebels? Yeah. Times. You can't go wrong. Like this, but packed in a lot of story for 2.5 hours. It flies. It literally flies. I love it. Like, the only thing I wish they would have explained a bit on the Emperor. You know, it's, of course they're gonna explain it in a book, or they do it in a show, fine. Book, you know, only certain people, or in a video game, only certain people will see it, but they put it in the show. You know, comic book, only certain people will see it, but tough. Like, the most interesting stuff and vital to it is good bad guys. Like, I wish they'd concentrate a bit on some of the bad guys. But it's like, it's Disney, it's a family. Always been about family movies. Surprising that it... violent as Star Wars can be. Like, they try to Disney the Star Wars lightsabers and people didn't like it. Yeah, so we're not even sure what we're getting for the next movie. Couple of years. Like a Star Wars story type movie. Yeah, this whole next year looks kind of bleak for movies. That took a while. Weighing my options there. Oh yeah. It's my review. Go see the movie for yourself. Obviously, you might have seen it already. Might have your own opinions. You know, it's definitely more enjoyable than than 9 or than 8 was.
Think we should call it in? Will that be a breach of protocol? And it's right! We won't survive much longer! I'm the only one's gonna fight! Did it hit him? Bullseye!
Pretty hurt.
And I hope you enjoyed it. And it's not.
Left this. They used this place as a hideout in their battle against the Empire.
Well, I get it, you know. Some people, money's tight. I think you'll have a good time. It's good closure, you feel. invigorated. You know that it's back on track. You know, the new generation will like it. It's mainly the old trilogy diehards that will have their gripes. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Maybe I'm not critical enough. You know, to the degree that some are. You know, to me it's... I'd rather have content than not.
Moving back. Can you hit him?
My container.
Was that a person? Come on, let's get him. How am I supposed to hit him? Fight him! Come on, cowards! Smash him! I can't do this by myself. Oh, stay down.
Stim here.
I don't know. I hope you guys liked, hope you might change your mind if you haven't seen it. But, yeah, maybe hopefully haven't seen The Mandalorian. Now that the whole series out, you get a free week. You can definitely watch that in a week. Well, there's plenty of content. All the Marvel stuff's on there. Bunch of movies, all the TV series. There's lots of content. I mean, especially if you haven't seen Rebels or Clone Wars and it's definitely you can check out. Maybe go see 9 today or a couple of days.
Insurgent! Get him already! Gun opening!
Got a hit on the target. You have to deal with me now, Jedi.
Lock him! Copy. Got this. Last one clear. Move on! We'll end this quick. We're winning this!
Throw it!
Oh look, he's scared.
Yeah, I mean, this game's a blast.
Has to slip up. Get up here. How can we stand it? I'll let you win, traitor.
I'm about halfway through and really feels like I've played it at all. Super fun to play, it's gorgeous. Physics is probably the best I've seen. His hair blows in the wind. No one is running. That type of detail. Some robes flow. I don't know if you can see that through the video, but yeah, I got that skill point so I could get some more stuff in the force. I gotta decide between these two. More force stuff. Force. Feels like people always, especially nowadays, you just can't please everyone. No matter what you do, someone will like it, someone won't like it. But I think a lot of people try to distinguish they weren't just hate out of just pure nothingness. It's literally hours and hours just showing people's passion of how much they understood the canon and why he broke it so hard. I think some of the hate people just carry that hate. They just can't do anything but hate. Just always nitpick or always find faults. Just fine. I'm a critic. But this. This'll be sweet. Oh, such a hard decision. No. I want this. I get this unless you get that, but all those. So let me have more. Yeah, that goes. Yeah. It's been a week. And sure if you wanted to see it, you've already seen it. If you're on the fence and haven't seen it, it's this guy just never understood. You're interested in something, spend hundreds of millions of dollars to make it. Spend the $15. Enjoy it. Well, like, I don't feel 8 was a total waste of time. Visually, it's really good. Story, it is what it is. Somewhat of a new story, I guess. So, took some beats from 5, but where those were fun, this seemed like it wasn't that much fun, and fundamentally didn't understand certain things. But still didn't hate it. I mean, disliked it, yeah, and didn't hate it. Kinda what you get when you don't plan stuff out. Definitely. More, more than anything. Or could it be? Could have been. I think. Oh. Double jump. I'm back on that. Kinda rusty, haven't played for a bit, just really savoring this game.
pressing the wrong button still. Let's get something like that.
What's that?
Jedi, anyway. I got this. Okay, I'm done. How are we supposed to hit him? Get the coward! Hit him already! How can we win? I'll get after him. A solid hit. Are you scared? What's he doing?
I'm not sure that guy doesn't see me. Coming back if I jump down there.
A Jedi. This is what I'm here for. Your mind,
Can you follow me? Oh,
all Jedi must die. Your life. You are weak.
Continue en route. I have to make a stop. Looks like you're blocked. I'll fix that. Never seen a trooper like that before. You gotta get these Wookiees out of lockup. Keep moving, Jedi. The vent's open. Go.
yeah.
Tight fit, huh, BD?
Flame beetles, they're coming through the walls.
Beetles, flame beetles.
Intruder up there. Yes, I am. Can we really beat him? I can take him myself.
What do you want, baby?
Climbing. Favorite pastime? Activity. Yeah, so I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Hope you get to enjoy yourself.
You sure you want to plug into this thing? Okay.
Hope you get to see the movie. Hope you get to see the Mando. Maybe as cute as ever. Awesome, you know. It's a new story.
Oh, shortcut. That's why you wanted to move this thing. You had no idea that was there, did you? You just wanted to turn that cutter on.
Welcome back. Yeah. Oh, don't mind me. Just a Jedi hanging out. Yes. Up the kids.
This one's mine. Jedi hurting. We're down.
Yes. That's not cool. Bugs fighting troopers. Digging this game for sure. Probably end up playing it more in the future. Pretty well geared on WoW.
Come on, hit him. Got it. Right down.
Stim, now. I need one.
You made your last mistake. I killed him? Keep up the pressure.
Time for a stim. Grateful.
Matters. Guess I'm on this guy. That how we heal. Entry point.
Now!
I just need it. No more flametroopers. Yes. Up already.
Alright. Yeah, another. Like if Kylo and Rey defeated the Emperor at the same time, together. Right. Oh, there's this guy.
Smash him. I need some time. We don't even have to try here. Hit him. Blast him again. Watch yourself. How can we win? Dude, stand here. Step back. I've got this. Jedi's weak. Take him out. Just need one clean hit.
Come on, don't let him get you. I'm tracking it.
Spiders. They got me. The spiders got me. Weak, computer, weak. Oh my.
Down there. Let's do this. Execute the intruder. I can get him. Oh, watch out. Strike him quickly.
Give me Stim! Stim!
Shoot him down.
There we go.
Now!
You're not gonna make it.
Jesus. Who's shooting me with missiles? Can't see him. There's the guy above. Gotta get my XP back though. Level up.
We found the Jedi. Hold that up. Dodge this. Hurt you. Be next.
No, 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 no. Oh my god. Shit ton there. That's fire holding me back.
Keep your heads down. Assault him.
I need one. A little help. Grateful.
Alright.
Hit him. He turned.
Should move. Got it. Move. He's damaged. Light super down. No retreating. Stay on him. I think I'm done.
Stim!
I've got an opening.
I need help.
This one's got some moves.
Wonder if Grease can cook with these. Hey now. What do we find?
Oh yeah, I hope you guys liked it too. I don't know. Just don't buy into the hate. People just always hate. And it's like, some stuff just... I don't know, it's not as bad as people say. Yeah, like, when people's gripes is that it's... the pace is too hectic. And that's like... one of my favorite things about it. This fast, I don't...
Found the target.
So he
Patrol the base. Got another breach down here. Some kind of webbing. Hey, who's that?
back here.
Like you might like something that someone doesn't like. You know? There's a lot of cool stuff, yeah, a lot of callbacks and, you know, fan service stuff. It's fine. You're there for it. Huh? Yeah. My gripes were just not explaining Palpatine. Like, just each thing has been part of, you know, 6 other movies. It's glad he died, and it'd be kind of cool to, know, he came back. Still, you know, fixing Ryan Johnson's mistakes. We're adding another half an hour. I could have easily handled another half an hour of that movie. You know? If you felt you needed to spend that much time fixing 8, then, yeah. Just spent a little extra time explaining what, you know, could have had a intimate moment with Ben and the Emperor. Like he could have tricked him with Snoke's voice. Spiders. Points, son. Get out there, enjoy it. See it again. There's way too much stuff to unpack. And with one viewing, went by so quick. It's good. Make it so quick. Guaranteed second viewings. Fine. Story is fine. All great. No, visually, story sounds great. The only thing, yeah, they had this epic new version of the theme song, and what didn't seem like it was in the movie. It sounded like a whole brand new song, and all of a sudden goes back into it, but it sounded so epic. Love that trailer. Trailer music was in the trailers, but it didn't seem like it was in the movie. Yeah, this works. I don't know, hope you guys are having a good time. Chilling out. Hope you enjoyed your festivities. Hope you've seen, yeah, the Mando. Really, really good. Directed by Wakiki. I can't pronounce his name, but Benito Ragnaros. the voice of IG-11.
Keep focus. Steady. I need to reload. Execute the intruder. Shoot him. Assault him. All right, again. Someone. Are all the flame troopers down? Get him.
That's how you kill a bug. Anyway, that guy. Let him get XP. Keep that a bit longer. Pretty boring as hell though. Stood up. Yeah, I don't know. You're into it. Put your list of favorite, least to best, or best to least. I kind of swapped my mine, but so just to reiterate, it's 3, 6, 5. Nine, 4. Oh no! Whoa! Concentrate on 2 things at once, since 3, 6, 5. 1, 2, 9, 4, 7, and 8. Look at the hole here. Yeah.
Pretty hurt.
Okay. Too late there, Anakin.
Well done.
Yeah, go fight the spider first. Both lead the same place, or? Use the force. Use the force. But yeah, it'll retcon a bunch of stuff that was dumb about 8.
Help me!
Oh. Yeah, that one force power just makes it. Oh. Probably, I don't know, I have more to say once I see it another time, but had fun with it. It's an adventure. A lot more fun than 8. A lot more original than 7. Essentially Star Wars, finishing the sequels. You know, a bit to the end. But yeah, I don't think it, I think I haven't talked about it. Other people have. Other people might feel different, but I don't think it undermined Anakin's arc. They obviously killed him. But, he came back somehow. It wasn't on Anakin. Anakin did his part. Fulfilled the prophecy. I don't really have a problem with that. I think just, if you're gonna say this thing's gonna end the whole trilogy, then
What's that?
you gotta have Anakin in there. I mean, it's his story. You can't just have his voice in there at the end. It's not sufficient. It's sufficient to just say that's a full conclusion. Like, I think you should, like, Kylo should have like a big discussion, or bigger discussion with the Emperor at the beginning, and then like had a talk with Anakin, and then instead of Han, he had a talked with Anakin, and then maybe had a third one after he was a Force Ghost, him and Luke and Yoda and Leia. Obviously, maybe they couldn't do Leia. She's already gone, but and then like maybe it could, like, it should have been everyone that voiced it should have shown up in ghost form, but not just maybe like tried to come through the plane. Just would have showed like parts of him. It would have looked cool too. Definitely like identified him, who they were, you know. In a big circle around him. Big circle around Anakin. or Ray, and you'd see like parts of them would light up, like Ahsoka's face, parts of her face, and her body, so people knew who it was and said their lines. It would have just been more epic. But yeah, I think. But all in all, like it's still enjoyable. 2.5 hours is just adventure mode. Call it. It's good. People, another thing people are griping about is C-3PO. Why they took his memory and then just gave it back. But they're going somewhere else with that. But other than that, like, you know, it wasn't super heavy on trying to force jokes, but I think they, you know, it's part of the story, and yeah, after C-3PO was, mine was what, I call that little, I don't know what his little guy's alien name was, but C-3PO was like, yeah, he's he's my longest known friend. He's barely known him. Classic C-3PO there. Yes. Yeah, it wasn't much of R2, which... One thing I don't know, didn't really explain it, found it silly. Is there astromech droids, you don't really need them, but like R2 and even BB-8, way bigger, way more complex than Dio. Dio can talk. It's silly that R2 and BB-8 can't talk, but something much tinier. I can see if it doesn't really have. I mean, obviously Dio can't fly ships. He's not an astromech droid. Can't. It's not like C-3PO who knows a million languages. Don't really know his purpose. Just like a little droid, a companion that can talk. I had no problems with it. I digged it, and just seemed odd to me that obviously C-3PO can talk, but you know, these other bigger, more complex droids can't talk. But this little Dio character can all of a sudden. Two skill points. 3. Sprint strike 2 though. That. Well, good really decision here. Want that. Let's go mess up that spider.
You won't be routed.
No.
I think I'm done. Getting weak. I'm gonna get him. I should move back.
Come on, baby. Jack. That didn't go so well.
Watch out! Get to cover! Come on, coward! Shoot him down! How can we win?
You can't. Where are you guys going?
Attempting pursuit! He's mine! I think I'm...
Don't eat my face. Oh.
Need a stem.
Just happened there.
Hurry!
Moved! I fucking moved. What do you want me to do? Damn. Ah, yeah. That bug. How am I supposed to manage to fight the spider? I don't get it. Another pointing at.
Found the target! Aim and fire! Blast him in! Come for us next! You didn't train for this! Fight him! Come on, coward! Get him!
Quick, help! Help! Stim! Stim, BD1.
The spider's good. Oh. Getting better at it. Okay. Why aren't you holding on there? Get out there and do it. Favorite character from the new trilogy? I really like Kylo Ren. Interesting one. Might have been with Rey if she was a clone. Came out of Jakku. Palpatine's clone. That would have made sense how she kind of had his moves. I don't know, as granddaughter. Okay, well, it would make sense how his granddaughter would be so strong in the Force. Especially if, like, Jedi went into her. Make it stronger. Not sure. Trying to go with that, but to have his actual fighting stance is kind of would have made more sense if it was a clone, but I don't know. Sure, they'll explain it, but figured she had some sort of connection to Palpatine because she fought like him in the first movie. The overhand, the thrust move that only Palpatine ever did, but he learned that in, you know, a decade of being taught by Plagueis.
I see someone below. Okay. Someone else get in here. Let's go back. You're not gonna make it.
Now!
Fuck me.
BD1!
Sit back, I've got this. Watch yourselves. He's not invincible. How's he doing that? I should move back. That's not possible.
Bugs are coming out on their own now. This game. Oh, get out here. Alright. Level up. Oh, yeah. Clone Wars is in February. That's when that Rogue One spin-off is. Yeah, we're not gonna see another movie for like 2-3 years. All that whining, crying. But the content we'll get will be much more refined than what we want, so in a way it wasn't all bad.
kinda cool.
Oh, it's shaking! A solid hit. Get up and fight! I'm not done with you.
Take that.
Little hope. I'm okay.
One stone. Why don't you guys want to come play?
I need help.
What? Spider, yes. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I can't tell you what you'll think of it until you go see it for yourself.
Found the target! Fire! Hit him! Blasting again! Tracking the enemy! Don't be his next target! Keep pressure on him! Solid contact! Alright, get him! You, and him! This one's mine! I need time! He's too scared! Destroy him! Jedi turn! My ears are pounding.
Disappointing. At least I get worse. I don't know. Am I getting worse at this? Getting better powers and getting worse and worse. First time I died in like an hour. Here, I guess. Spider. I should.
Someone's down! Focus on his guard! I need to reload! I got him! Execute the intruder! Shoot him!
Alright. I have juice to take on a spider. Kill me. I've got a spider. Go get him. Whatever your name is, droid. Droidy. Hey, stupid spider, let's go.
Here. BD1.
Oh, spiders. Spiders, spiders, spiders. Can't get rid of them. Spiders. Give me the force. I'll touch upon the new Kenobi movie too. And made. Good job. Oh shoot. Alright.
Watch my back. Hit him. Blasting again. Ally down. Fall down. Keep up the pressure.
Hurry. Help me.
I got this. Maybe. Move back. Watch your fire.
Oh my god. No! Get me out of here. Oh, so much for that. Why am I getting so bad at this?
Someone else get in here. He's hard to track.
Like I have a fucking lightsaber. This is really going downhill. Why is he red? Why is this red? Spider. Ew, don't freaking kill me. Ew. Yes. Put my shit back. Oh, I can't get out of this. Yes. Freaking spiders, man. Terrible. A big battle. One spider survived. And one spider. That was close. I almost lost. a point, but I'm almost. I'll take it. Oh, I need two. Alright. That's the point I get.
Sergeant! Strike him quickly! Hit him already! I need a second. You can't overpower us. All right, watch him. Get him! Jedi! Can't watch. Find a weak point. Don't let up! Blast him!
Toss it. Help, BD1.
Train his steps! Someone else get him.
Man, it's getting worse at this fucking game. Alright, spider buddies. Found down there. This goes from green to red. Green. I always fixed red last time. I fight that man, that's stupid. Alright, anyway. That's not very.
I need one.
Go. Here. Yeah. Maybe a cow. Yeah, well, there you have it. 8.5 out of 9 out of 10. Liked it. Almost loved it. I'd like to see it again. There. And tomorrow. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll enjoy it if you haven't seen it. And give in to the hate. I'll take out the spider.
Look out! I got him. Get him already!
Pursuing the enemy.
Be on your guard! Hurry, hit it! Don't do that!
Back up, I've got this. Whole squad is down. You
Hmm.
can't beat me.
That. Cool. There's over here. I'm not fight him. Go fight this spider. Yeah, both go fight the big ass spider. See what the hell. Take its out. I guess. Take his face out. How they go. Dutch, duck, dodge, weave, and dodgies. Oh, right. Come on, guys.
Help, BD1.
This is not going good.
Stim, here. Help.
Oh my god, these bosses are good old fashioned buggery. Buggery, now I gotta go with my shit back. Oh, these bosses, I can't fucking deal with this shit. Power. Joke.
Did you see something? Your turn. Keep your distance and fire. Let me take
And both those. Shit back, son.
Stim, here. Quick, help.
Oh my god. Crazy. I don't know.
Let's get going, BD1.
Are you want to scan them or what? You want to scan them? Oh, so you want to scan them?
How are you feeling, BD1? Good.
You want to scan them?
Glad.
Over here.
I see you down there. Get up and fight.
Come on, man.
Afraid of getting hit?
No. Alright, guys. I'm gonna call that. Call that a day for now, I think. I got 2 skill points, alright. Well, got this now. And I guess that or I can face the pick.
for this. This piece of I got that. Of course. Okay, let's check out this kick move. Oh god.
Incoming! Affirmative. No retreating. Stay on him. This one's mine. I can't hit him. Don't let up. Oh my god, I wanted it. This thing? Come up here. Blocking. Man, what?
Alright guys, had a good time chilling out, listening to me babble on about Star Wars, or watching me play Star Wars. Pretty much what I really want to do. I'm glad you could join me. See if we can even a better run than that. A true Jedi would do it. I got these spiders. Thanks. This game sometimes likes to fucking be a dickhead. I tried. Sorry guys. To give you a more epic fight. Villains are the same old shit. Skill point though. Yeah. Air Force stuff. XX. Let's see. Right. That out. Can this win the battle? No, doesn't look like I can. Well. take on the spiders. Make some sort of perfect block. Die, stupid spider. A little bit better. Way better than the last couple tries anyways. Alright guys. Let's see if I can whoop that spider. Let's see if he's even still around. Face by my face. Oh, oh. Is Mr. Spider-Man here? Crazy? Spider. They're the worst. Talk about sand being the worst for spiders. Spiders and snakes, Anakin. Lizard, snake. He's dead. Get alright. Does everyone get out this way? There's a battle. Ta-da. That's how you do it. That's a good market. Whoop, 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 whoop. Easy. Okay. More epic. Cool. Fight, 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 fight. No. Anakin. Oh, eat my face. No. Come on. Die. Oh, don't shoot at me. Alright, still alive. This damn good XP. See if I can keep out the spiders. Okay. Jump. Yes.
What was that?
What was that?
Cutter. Reporting a live cutter near the cell blocks. Immediate aid requested. It's moving through and destroying everything. Got an intruder here. I understand. Hit him already. I'm not doing all the work. Taking aim. That guy needs backup to kill you. Yeah, you're going down.
What?
Still alive in there?
So far, almost to the prison.
Good. Imperial distress calls are going out across the planet. If you don't get the prisoners soon,
We can do
Gotta get them prisoners, son. Let's do it. Alright.
I promise.
On this way. This door is locked.
I think it's sealed.
What from this side? Junkyard. Let's go this way.
A Jedi will be here any minute. And our reinforcements. In retreat.
We don't even have to try here. There's no more guys between us and the enemy. It's the end. Am I all that's left?
Scanning it. Void.
This needs power.
Power. Unlimited. Power.
No guards. Hey, we're here to free you.
The Wookiee.
Not alone.
Visitation is not permitted. Trauma inflicted. Scanners failed. Got you. Sudden movement unforeseen. Bashing provided. Inferior Jedi. Large damage initiated.
That's pretty sweet. Couldn't have that. I thought I'd fight one of those guys. Leveling up. See where this leads us. Oh, the Wookiees, yay! Save the Wookiees. Gotta save the Wookiees. Alright guys, hope you all had happy holidays. Good times watching Star Wars, The Mandalorian. If, like I said, haven't seen it, go watch it. Get this game, hopefully you got this game for Christmas, you're playing it. Having a good old time. Having a good old time back in the Star Wars universe. You know? Like how it should be. It's a big box of fun. However you like it. Movies, games, comic books, TV shows.
We need to rendezvous with Saul.
Right. It's Chewie. Right? Yeah, be good. Watch it again if you haven't. Watch it for the first time if you haven't. Do stuff. Trust me, you won't. You won't regret it. Great adventure. 2.5 hours will fly by. Maybe you won't like every bit of it or every second of it, but mostly you'll enjoy it. It'll be fun. Good times had by all. Bye guys.